Do it to me because I can get it on. Rule number 1, keep your eyes open. Rule number 2, stand on business, move like a boss. Sex, flip, pick it up, I ain't checking how much it costs. Rule number 3.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Last game for the Nets, they picked up a W against the Houston Rockets. And I don't think I was the only one. Surprised, not just by the win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
Here's ball. James Harden picking up that last basket. A floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
It's on Kawhi Leonard. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Nets. And it's Ball in the corner. Claxton on the follow. Claxton's got his second basket of the game.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? From deep, Harden. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 5.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
Here's Claxton. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Leonard. Ball with the bucket.
And when in trouble, get it to Melo. Let Ball go to work.
And it's the Clippers' ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Harden. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Ball with it. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now, here's Ball. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
and you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for the steal.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Ball. Outside for Thomas. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Harden. Stolen by Ball. Here's Hendricks. Not enough on that one as it misses.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Count it. Good. The Nets with the lead. Williams with a clean look. And the Nets another 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Harden for 3. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Clippers trail by 7. Now here's Exum. Right side, Bogdanovich. Lots of room. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Playing in between right now and changing speeds. Bogdanovich spotting some nice scoring opportunities.
Tries from 16. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Shoots it up. No good there off the double clutch.
Relaxed defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The pump fake getting it done. Bogdanovich with a crafty play there.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Richardson outside with 4 seconds on the clock. Basket counts. Now Bogdanovich. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Allen outside. With the drive. Stolen by Exum. And now the fast break. Exum with the ball. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Thor. And the 3 ball is good. Thor's got himself on the board with 3 there. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not, that's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And it's Exum in the corner. Back to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Over Allen. He squares up and sinks it. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Allen. Here's Thor. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Bogdanovich. There's the drive. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovich really in attack mode here tonight.
Richardson outside. Pass to Thor. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. On the wing, it's hauled in by the Clippers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Bogdanovich looking around. Covington with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Thor. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Clippers trail by 9. Bogdanovich up top. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Allen outside. Here's Thor. 8 points for him. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Cans it from downtown.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. So both teams changing it up here. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. Outside, Ball. Outside for Thomas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Thomas got his second bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Leonard. Pulls up on the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Leonard's got his first basket. The 3 from Thomas. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. Now here's Leonard. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Claxton. Back to Ball. "40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Hendricks, good.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Leonard on the wing. Harden outside. No good with the triple.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense than trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
The defense a step slow, you can see the results.
Inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Harden right side. Back to Leonard. Tries from 16. And the first half is now in the books. Nets out in front, leading by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 10. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line. 79% overall.
There's so much talk about James Harden and how much he has just mastered the offensive end of the floor. What do you work on in the offseason? I don't know if there's much other than to stay as sharp as James Harden has been throughout his career.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Pass to Zubac. They get a hand on it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Here's Christie. Here's Leonard. At the elbow, Harden. Outside Leonard. Lock at 6. Reddish. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Hendricks. And he dunks it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Screen by Leonard. Kicks it out to Harden. Jacks up a three. Can't hit that one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Williams inside. Pass to Hendricks. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And now an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And Los Angeles with some changes. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Bogdanovich with the screen. Fires the three. Carter pulls it in. Nets leading by 11. Here's Hendricks. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Jones. For Los Angeles, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Now, Bogdanovich does those things that go underappreciated on the stat sheet, but much appreciated by the coaching staff. Such a valuable player.
The Nets making a switch here. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Rebounded by the Nets.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Clippers trail by 10. The three. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovich has got 4 points this quarter.
And you might very well see some more parts of Bogdanovich's game with a night like this.
And good that time.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Exum with it. Now guarded by Ball. Bogdanovich. That's for two. Can't nail the jumper.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Adams. Here's Los Angeles now. 9-point game. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Pass to Exum. Stolen by Ball. Here's Thor. Defended by Jones. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And now an 11-point Nets lead. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. So both teams making some changes here. And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. Pass to Olynyk from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Yeah, that's deep right there. Accurate shooting from KO.
Good on the shot.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And here's Harden for three. Rebound, Brooklyn.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The shot's good from Christie.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Clippers trail by 7. From deep, Harden. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Bagley. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Great pass by Harden. He can put it right where you need it to be.
Carter outside. to Thor. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Poked away. It's stolen by Reddish. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Allen.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
4 on the clock. And a deep three from Harden. From beyond the arc and then some. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The Clippers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 1. Outside, Bogdanovich. From deep three-point territory. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Nets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Brooklyn with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside for Thomas. Good on the triple.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
To Adams. Back to Bogdanovich. From deep. Rebound by Williams.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's locked in.
Oh,
man.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Both teams will make substitutions. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
For 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Christie. No good again that time.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Reddish. Nobody near Leonard. And he nails that one right through the net.
Wasting 0 time. Kawhi Leonard knew what he wanted to do.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. On offense, here are the Clippers. 8-point game. Screen by Leonard. Leonard finagling one in close.
Perfecting that shot early on in his career. Kawhi loves to get to that one.
The kick out to Williams. Here's Claxton. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
Into the line for your next. Number 45.
And here are the Clippers now. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Christie Harden outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Leonard. Pulls it from 20. Harden, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Right side, Ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nets lead by 8.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Pass to Johnson.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Harden outside. Leonard on the wing. Tries it from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Here's Ball. Right side, Williams. Here's the 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Leonard. It's up a 3. Drains it. Kawhi, kaboom!
Showing no hesitation, and in a huge moment, Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
There's Williams. James Harden with the rebound. Looking to get back on track here. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Clippers moving the ball around. The 3 from Harden. That one doesn't drop.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Pass the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Here's Johnson. And he drives in. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
You love the pressure he's putting on there. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
To Claxton.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Harden way outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown...
Selected.